A long time ago, in the basement in Riverview, the Beastmen War Party was engaging in an intergalactic battle royale of miniature proportion. What was at stake, you ask? Stakes. Stakes were at stake. Yeah. Greetings, Jedis and Siths. The Beastmen War Party is here to present to you the Comic Hunters Board Game of the Month for July 2014, a heavily strategic, starship flying, laser dodging space battle called Star Wars X-Wing Miniatures. This customizable miniature game released by Fantasy Flight was designed by Jay Little, who also worked on Blood Bowl, the card game, and two of the Wiz War expansions. X-Wing won the 2013 Golden Geek for Best 2-Player Game and was also nominated for Best Artwork and Best Thematic Board Game. The base set will give you all you need for a 2-player duel, but this game and its many expansions can accommodate more players for an epic space brawl. Each 2-player games can be played in about 30 minutes, depending on the amount of ships you have in your respective squads. Let's see what's in the box. 3 high-detailed, fully painted miniatures of an X-Wing and 2 TIE fighters with their bases and pegs. Maneuver templates to advance your ships, maneuver dials, tokens representing the different pilots of your ships, tokens representing different actions, tokens representing obstacles, tokens representing shield, stress, and critical hits, tokens representing midichlorians, tokens for different missions, ID tokens, ship cards, damage and upgrade cards, a range ruler, some custom dice. Not included are an extra strength inhaler, a lump of George Lucas chest hairs, some sweet lightsaber skills. Let's take a quick overlook of the gameplay. After choosing your faction, you will establish the play area. You will require at least a 3 feet by 3 feet surface. You can mark the boundaries with any object at your disposition. Any object. After choosing your pilots and completing the setup, you are ready for the first game round. Each round consists of 4 phases. The first phase is the planning phase. Each player will take their maneuver dial and, at the same time, secretly choose the maneuver they want to do for each of their ships. Each maneuver is represented by a template that the ship will follow during the moving phase. Be careful, as some harder maneuvers will cause stress to the ship. Those maneuvers are represented by the red arrow. On the other hand, the maneuvers with green arrows will remove a stress token from your ship. Once all the ships are ready to go, it's time for Phase 2, Activation. Starting with the ship that has the lowest pilot skills, you will first reveal your dial. You then put the according template on the front of your ship between the grooves, and move it to the other end. You can move through other ships, but your movement cannot end on an obstacle or other vessel. Doing so can cause severe penalties for this round. Once your move is done, you can choose one of the actions shown at the bottom of the ship cards or on one of the upgrade cards. Those actions can benefit you in many ways, including strengthening your next attack or improving your defense. The ship with the next lowest pilot skill now does the same. Be very careful not to be a noob, and do things like turning left when you meant to turn right. Or go forward when your ship is facing a different way than you thought. After all the ships have been moved, you begin Phase 3, the combat phase. This time, starting with the ship that has the highest pilot skills, you may perform one attack on an enemy's ship. You first have to declare a target and check if it is within your firing range. This is represented by the arc in front of the ship. You will measure the distance with the range ruler. Bonus attack is awarded when shooting close range, and bonus defense is awarded to the enemy when shooting long range. The attacker will roll red dice equal to his selected weapon's value, which can be modified by different cards and actions taken previously. The defender will roll green dice equal to his agility value, which can also be modified. You now compare your results. Each damage and critical hit symbols equals 1 damage to the enemy's ship. The defender will negate those points of damage with each evade result he rolled. Damage can also be negated by shields and upgrades. The critical hits are always the last results that can be negated with an evade. Those hits, instead of resulting in a normal face-down damage card, will have you turn the card over and read its text, which can cause lingering damage and additional negative effects. A ship is considered destroyed when you received an amount of damage equal or greater than its hull value. A ship is also considered destroyed if he navigates out of the playing area. When combat is resolved, you enter step 4, the end phase. You may now remove all unused action tokens and retrieve all the maneuver dials to begin the next round. The first player to annihilate his opponent's squad wins the game. You can get the base set for Star Wars X-Wing miniatures at 25% off, as well as 15% off on all expansions for the whole month of July at the Comic Hunter in Moncton, where heroes come to play. Make sure to give them a visit and see the largest selection of board games in town. We are the Beastmen War Party, reminding you that the important thing is not to win, it's to have fun, and then win.